London opens, price starts to breathe. New York follows with heat underneath. Reading structure, steady and clean. ICT flow in every screen. Signal shift, momentum grows. Algorithm shows where it goes. VTrades, watch the charts ignite. Sniper entries hidden right. Funded profits rising bright. Building strength in every night. Follow flow, ignore the noise. Structured moves, intentional choice. Let the chart reveal the way. VTrades growing day by day. VTrades growing day by day. Institutional rhythm moves slow. Liquidity tells where price will go. Building accounts with patient plays. Consistency defines our day. Signal shift, momentum grows. Algorithm shows where it goes. Watch the charts ignite. Sniper entries hitting right. Funded profits rising bright. Building strength in every night. Follow flow, ignore the noise. Structured moves, intentional choice. Let the chart reveal the way. VTrades growing day by day. Trades growing day by day. Welcome to VTrades.
Morning, morning, morning. How is everyone doing? Long time. I'm back with the live streams. Hope everyone is doing good and can hear me fine. If not, then just let me know. So we are looking at NQ just like usual inside the London session. So it provided us with the really nice opening range fair value gap, which is this. I'm not sure my drawings properly. I know what's going on there. It's lagging a little bit. So this was the first presented fair value gap of the opening range, and then it rallied lower, taking the lows from the New York PM session. We've got this as the new day opening gap. This was the open. Failed to take the high on NQ. Take the high on yes. Look at it. Equal highs. This is how the 15-minute looks. So this inefficiency there. That can be filled easily. So yeah, on the higher time frame, this is how the daily looks. So it has left this volume imbalance on both the indexes, which it can come back for. And yeah, let's see. I think it is heading towards these highs though, and we are bullish. See what crypto is doing. I am randomly, not randomly, like casually taking trades over Bitcoin as well. Really Bitcoin, some of the alts, like usually it is Solana because I am really liking how that is moving. But literally I'm watching crypto after 2.5 years, if not more than that. So it's been a good while. I bought an account with Warbucks BDC, the Petrix crypto prop firm. I bought the straight to funded, the cheapest one. I think it's $55 and currently trading on that. So looking pretty good. I think I've made around $400 on that. But yeah, so on NQ, if I was a bit early here, I would have shorted it from here. But now I am waiting for some sort of bounce to take at least this high. Sorry about that. So let's see if we'll be getting that or not. But yeah. Continuing lower. Hope you guys like the new branding and everything. Things are going to be improved a lot here. It's just that I'm still one person. I've got a friend helping me with most of the things. But yeah, I really need to get into things to get this consistently for the audience because I have been asked a lot by people like, why am I not being able to live stream every day? And to be honest, guys, like I am working 9 to 5, and then I live in Australia and try to execute in London and New York session. So New York session after the daylight saving is basically starting at midnight for me. So yeah, it can be really difficult to manage things. But yeah, no promises. I'm just going to stick with it. We had a strong push yesterday, and the market did not even trade into the opening range gap into New York morning session. And that can be the draw on liquidity for, I believe, today's 8:30 news driver in the morning session to drop the prices inside the yesterday's opening range gap, which on NQ is sitting at the high is sitting at 24,522. So still got like 260 handles from here. I was also trying to incorporate some fundamental, like at least going through the news for the day and trying to make a sentiment out of the news as well, because I believe that it has helped me a lot recently. And yeah, not just mostly focus on the technicals only. So the midnight open range has been swept as well. The PM session has been swept on ES while not on NQ. I am expecting this to bounce off from here, to be honest, hence I'm going long here. And I will take this as matter on liquidity. Might add more after the confirmation. Expecting this to be bullishly inverted. Let's see if we are on the side or not. I'd like to add one more. I don't know why it's not really here. My trading view has been weird recently, as this thing has been happening with you guys as well. Okay. Okay. So now buying on this volume and balance side. is trading back inside this fair value gap, and there's an origin fair value gap as well, so nothing to worry about here till now. Good push higher. This was very much expected. That's good. Looking strong. Like this move. Always try to refer different time frames. That is really important while you are scalping, especially the 15-minute and the hourly. I would like to take one off here. This maybe off 15-minute if it allows me. Good slab there. Back in this erosion fairly gap. The they commenting on So I will try my best to live stream every London session, trading NQ, but no promises, and I might get a little late, like I might start it from 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, because like I get off from work around 2:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so I'll try my best to get back as soon as I can and to start streaming for you guys. But the last 4 months have been really wild, to be honest. I did some payouts, and those were first payout of my life. Really grateful for all those moments. Like I think, not really think, I've done 98,000 Australian dollars in this year in the payouts. So yeah, really happy about it. Mainly Take Profit Trader and FundedNext were the funds that I used and got payout from. So yeah, bouncing back again from the immediate previous gap, trying to, or maybe just filling in this city on 1 minute because the close was not really bullish. See what this candle does. Let's see if crypto is providing us with anything. They can even continue running it higher throughout the London session as a manipulation and then drop lower at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time as a news driver manipulation. Because I think it should be a down close day or at least retest these levels and these levels um, at the open, maybe today or tomorrow. But yeah, those levels need to be retested. So good bounce, making a higher high than that one on NQ, but not the same on ES yet. Let's see. So the reason for this long was the fact that we have taken the sell side resting below the midnight open. We have also taken the sell side resting below the New York PM session from yesterday, but we haven't done that on ES. And then it showed me some signature of a bounce, and it usually does that at the open of London session. So yeah, and this is our opening range for London session. But I'm not liking where all the crypto assets are, to be honest, and won't execute these levels. Good push here. No, I can't. I will actually do this and then what are we here? Once I've got my partial, I might go break even. And got slapped. Got this volume imbalance. That might what it is coming to refer there. Got it on ES as well. Right, yes, shows some strength after trading inside that volume imbalance. The last minute candle looks good to me. So expecting it to at least trade inside this first presented fair value gap for London, and then can even continue higher, take these equal highs. Yeah, for the London session, and then we might see a drop around news driver at 8:30 because we have left the Monday's opening range gap from yesterday and some inefficiencies down there. If we go into higher time frame, yeah, so those levels that I'm interested in are sitting around 24,521. So 24,521 are these levels, and it might not get traded to today, but yeah, that is what we should be looking at. Right, came back and referred that volume imbalance again on both ES and NQ, and showing us some strength. We are approaching 230. Good close. I really like that close. This last one close that I'm talking about. Yeah, and my trading view is playing up a lot. I hope it does not do that from Thursday because I'll be playing on 200 accounts from them. I can't read it like this. Previously, I used to do all my executions and everything on the charts where I have got my annotations, and that what really used to get me confused. So I've got a cleaner chart this time, but I will be doing my, you know, drawing of the PD arrays that I'm looking in that session, but won't be as clustered as it used to be. It should start moving now. Right, good push higher. Was very much expected after 230. So we got the push in 233 candle, 232 candle, sorry. Yeah, made a higher high for London on both the indexes. So looking for it to continue from here, to be honest. Let's see. At least to this. Uh, and I'll also try my best to bring in my backtesting sessions over the weekend with you guys live as well, so that we can trade together, train together, and build up a community. Nothing that I wanna make money on, just so that you know this shit is too lonely, man. It's good to have people around, good to know where people are in their journey, and yeah. So I really don't like the last candle on ES, the way it took that high and then closed inside this range. Yeah, got this volume imbalance, this volume imbalance. This is on ES. Yeah, root traces inside this VC. Don't want to strangle my stop loss yet. Stay patient. So it can pretty much trade till here, back again, use this order block, and then continue higher. If they want to, price this higher. Can easily invert this BC into a CB and then stop me out. See, going to stick with my targets and my stop loss there. Alright, continues to push higher, good close there. Should use this volume imbalance, I think. Tap inside this and then go higher. If not, then that means that it is really bullish. Right, first partial fill there, and as promised, I am trading it to break even now. So the drawn liquidity on ES has been delivered. This is the first presented fair value gap for London on ES. This one. I'm expecting this to be inverted bullishly on both ES and NQ, and prices to continue higher to trade inside this inefficiency that we got inside the midnight open range. So let's see. Risk-free and have been paid for my time here, so won't push anything. I've got this volume imbalance, and we see it might it weighs into, and also use this one. PS trades inside that volume imbalance. And you just touch the low of the midnight open range there. And yes, I traded a bit inside of it. Great. Yes, just trying to close inside that fair value gap. fills really nicely. So draw on liquidity has been delivered on NQ as well. First target, although I took my portion a little lower at this high. NQ is getting slacked. I've got this volume imbalance that it is basically filling right now. Like this one as well. Looking really bullish, the fact that it did not trade inside this to retest this and this as well. Continues to push higher. Takes this high on ES. Takes it on NQ as well. So it's equal high. Get it slapped there. Can retest into this area, use it as a bullish breaker, and then continue higher, but we're looking bullish right now, to be honest. I took this on ES. The high came at 936, missed it by a tick there. Retest of the breaker that we were talking about. With the fact that it took it on ES and then, tanking, makes me a little concerned, like, will it be continuing higher or not? Not really worried because I have booked enough, to be honest. 910, so 20 points there. And because I bought at 890 and then 910. And then minus 6.575 on the other. So won't be really mad, but the fact that, just by a tick really play on me. Can retest this, but won't be pushing my stock any further. Alright, no worries. To make some money. So yeah guys, I took that, I traded inside this inefficiency and then traded it back in there. We might go back again. Let's see. We are inside a macro. So might jump back again. Anyway, let's see. Alright, went back in. Should not make lower than this. This is how I'm reading the price right now. Yeah, doesn't really look good or strong in my direction. Let's see. All of crypto is taking a serious hit. To see. Could push higher. See if it wants to invert these CVs. All right. Reflect that. Anyways, the drawn liquidity has been delivered on this. And sometimes while trading your stop, you need to, make sure that the price can do things like these to refer these PD arrays and inefficiencies that it is leaving on its way, just like it did here. Stopped me out to break even there. I got back in, but it ruined my risk to reward on the trade. So always give it enough room where it won't be changing your bias if it trades through that. I'm getting slapped here. Yeah, looks like they want to run it lower. It's okay. I don't know why it did not trigger. I'm trading on paper trading on TradingView. It was pretty quick, but actually went through. So yeah, and that was our drawn liquidity. We actually went long from here, got trailed, stopped out here on break even, went back in, got that hit, and then got slapped again. approaching 3 o'clock. Bounce back again from this inefficiency on 1 minute, both on ES and NQ. Let's see if they wanna invert the CBs as well, or do they wanna continue dropping it lower? I am more inclined towards the higher prices in this session. And then I think they will be dropping prices lower around 8:30 news driver. I have explained this earlier in the stream. I'm expecting prices to be dropped somewhere around these ranges. Maybe not today, but yeah, for this week. So getting slapped from the SIBI again. The fact that it took New York PM sell side on NQ and it did not do that on ES. I took it as a bullish strength, and knowing what is going on inside the markets. So yeah, my risk to reward got ruined here because I got stopped out break even, and then I got inside again. But initially I went long from here, took a partial somewhere here, and then was targeting here, which was missed by a few ticks. Not by a few ticks, just by one tick. So yeah, at this high, I missed my other partial. So yeah. Was the 3 o'clock candle. New already open. This is how the early looks. Created inside this. Now the 15-minute looks got this small busy. It's going to stay patient. Getting stopped out break even is one of the key things in my strategy. But what usually ends up happening is that I go back again with a much larger stop loss, wasting the profit that I made in this run as well. So that is one thing, one of many things that I need to be improving on my execution. It has nothing to do with the strategy or the theory that I'm using to read price action, because sometimes it can be that precise to miss your targets and your orders by a tick, and you cannot punish yourself for that. The smart thing would have been to trade it much higher, which I did. So the fact that I'm trading it on the paper trading account, I can basically afford to explore my executions like that, I believe. I am trying to prepare myself for the funded accounts that I'll be receiving on Thursday from TPT. Those are 350k funded accounts. So yeah, the goal is to take things really slow on them, and it's live threshold until the first 4,500. So yeah. I'll try my best to be live streaming every day, London session and New York session. For the London session, I might be late because I work 9 to 5 and live in Australia. So I might be starting somewhere around this time, 3 o'clock, because that's when I get home from work. So yeah, but for New York session, I'll try my best. It's starting at midnight after the daylight saving. So subscribe to the channel and like this if you trade any of the markets, and use ICT concepts to read price action. Getting slapped again there. I think we should be fine. That's pretty bullish to me. I think it's just time distortion until 3:30-ish. Oh, let's see. I got slapped badly. Yes, is back in this inefficiency, making a lower low. NQ also took that low. Alright, looks bad now, to be honest for us. Get stopped out here. It's fine. I'll look at the price action. If I get stopped out here and they make a lower low to see how far they want to trade it inside London session to these levels. Because I have mentioned my drawn liquidities if it goes down lower. Right, because we are in London session, I'm expecting it to manipulate higher initially and then start dropping lower around the news driver and use the news driver to really speed things up on the ends. Got stopped out there. So yeah, should have just stuck it there and wait. Only the first drawn liquidity was delivered to our first presented fair value gap. I'll be keeping my buyers bullish until it trades lower. So, yeah, again, sticking to your bias is really important. I went 2 contracts long, took one off there, and got break-even stopped out there. Although the target that I was targeting, you guys can rewatch the live stream, was basically delivered on this and missed by a tick there. So, yeah, give your targets room. I should have traded to this only. Uh, would have been satisfied with that thing, but it's okay. Uh, Getting better every day. Let's focus. And should have not went in with such a wide stop. I should have got in maybe somewhere around this. And yeah, target fully this on both the contract. It's okay. Just reanalyzing what could have been done and what has happened. Remember, we are still long. And it does not trade to these levels, and I'm expecting it to take these equal highs and trade into this inefficiency. It has done that on ESO. Trades inside this silly. Going long again. The reason that I'm going long again is the fact that ES does have this inefficiency that it is trading into, but on NQ, if we see, this is very much balanced. So if it is trading inside this, I believe it is very much likely to trade through this as well, and then make its way to these levels. Let's see if we are going to be filled here or not. Yeah. Alright. I don't know why my trading view is being like this today. Usually does not do things like these. I basically got filled here. I'm going to do this instead. And the goal is to work on my risk management and not risk more than $450, as that will be the drawdown I'll be starting with. Alright, good push higher. Good push higher. Really liking this. So the sensitivity, premium sensitivity we had here was due to the fact that we had midnight open price here. And yeah, I did not refer to my annotation charts at that time. And that should have been noted there. Holding itself at the low of the midnight open range there. Trade it through. See, we let click through. It's like it did here. We are about to approach 3:30 in 3 minutes. One further. Yeah, right now. Volume imbalance. Trading inside the city now. Let's see. The one I avoided. Good push higher. Liking that on ES. into its back inside the midnight open range. Maybe holding this busy, honestly, hold it seriously. I also went on Solana, where I just got stopped up, got stop small stop loss, which is fine. Looks like crypto wants to trade inside BTCs. From yesterday as well. There's just one crypto at the moment that I'm watching since the past few days. Like, from last Friday, if I'm not wrong. Aave. It looks really strong to me, to be honest. I just opened another long on Aave this time. Looking pretty strong, to be honest. US is looking to be making higher highs. This is how the daily chart looks. They have got this volume imbalance, which I believe it should be traded to, and then we've got these liquidity and inefficiency. Will we be getting a rate cut or not? Looks like we are. Still holding this range, yeah, around the low of the midnight open range NQ after referring to the midnight open price. Yeah. Getting slapped here. Will this inefficiency be held? We are approaching some time where we can expect volatility. Trading inside this volume imbalance. I'm still bullish on this, to be honest. Right, seriously slapped. I'll be calling my session off at this stop out. But we'll stay here to see how they put price until the London session closes. Incorporated watching financial news in my strategy, as I mentioned earlier. So up till now, I was watching Yahoo Finance live stream, but now I'm going to look at Bloomberg. And this is not to base trades out of these news, but to only be aware of what is going on, to know the sentiment of the market, basically. I think we stopped out very soon here. We are approaching 350 timing macro. I stopped out. Stopped out. That's alright. At least we know what it is trying to do now. It's some premium and should have avoided paying that. It's part of the business and we are trying to get better every day. Don't think it will trade back inside of this really gap. Let's see. Inside macro, it should really speed now. And makes a lower low for the day. Yes, I still not taken the yesterday's PM sell side. Making lower lows as expected. Could have participated in this short and should have because it aligned with everything. It's just that because I exhausted myself with stupid trades earlier, which were longs and got chopped out. I was only supposed to be taking this trade where I went long and should have taken it there completely off and then waited for everything that has just happened. 350 and should have shot it from there. That's alright, part of the game. We are only demo trading here and the focus is to get better every day. once back. PS has taken the yesterday's PM side. Alright, close nicely. Continue lower. Twist tanking as well. He was getting stuck now. 4 o'clock. Open. New 4-hour candle. Not really. Sorry about that. Should have used the limit order. Doesn't look good, to be honest. Shouldn't be doing that much. Yes, rates above that. That is not good for us. Market is like not today. It's alright. And that is why I was reluctant to short it earlier as well. But ended up doing it and got stopped out. Part of the business. Nothing to worry about. So at 4 o'clock, we are seeing this retracement back into the range after taking the New York PM session on ES and on NQ. It had done that previously. This made a lower low and came up from yesterday's PM session. Do you see? So that was our midnight open range. After we got the midnight open range, we had taken that sell side, left that inefficiency and this inefficiency. We traded inside that at 1 o'clock as well, and then we had the London opening range starting from 1:30. That was our first presented fair value gap for that, and it went to take the PM session liquidity first initially, and then it continued to drop lower, giving us an SMT signature for this retracement and for this run. Here it basically referred to the consequent encroachment of this midnight open range as well as the midnight open price twice, and that was our draw on liquidity there. We were supposed to wait after that for all of this to happen and chop people, and somewhere here I should have went short somewhere inside this, targeting maybe this inefficiency which it had traded to, or basically the -1 standard deviation of this midnight open range which was filled there. So yeah, studying like this is really important, and having annotations and what the market is really doing rather than being emotional and crying over the losses. Bouncing back. Most probably just to trade and close this in efficiency. Let's see. Dropping lower as it was very much expected, just couldn't place myself managing risk effectively there and got stopped out. retest of this fair value gap. And then got stopped out. I also got stopped out on a long and Abe. Hey Rashik, how are you doing? Yeah, it's been a while. My mic is pretty okay, bro. Like, I've got my mic almost at the max. Anything high and you will be hearing everything, which is not good as well, right? So, yeah, how have you been? Let me check audio for myself. Sounds pretty fine. Maybe because at that time I wasn't really saying anything. So initially I took a long here using this fair value gap. Just give me a second. So yeah, basically I took a long. My executions might look really messy because yeah, mainly got stopped out on most of my executions. Took this long and I was targeting this high. So that was filled there. And then I was targeting basically a tick above this high. So it wasn't really filled and dropped lower. And because of the fact that I had trailed my stop too tight, it got stopped out there. Then I went in long again on both the contracts. Had one limit there, but TradingView was being weird and it did not fill that, although it traded through that. Then it fell over, stopped me out, and yeah, then I went long again here and got stopped out. Tried to short here, managing the risk, but that this would act as an order block and would not trade again here, and got stopped out again. So yeah, basically a day where market is telling me not today, and I will take that instruction from the market and sit on my hands. Was basically trading on demo account So yeah. Hope that made sense. I'm also trading crypto. Yeah, like I am executing on NQ because these days I'm trading on larger accounts, especially TPT 150K. So doesn't make any sense of playing 15 or 20 MLQs right every time. But if you watch the live stream again, at the start of the live stream, I explained all my draw on liquidities, like if it was going higher, what I was looking for it to do. But mainly I was bearish. Because we have got yesterday's regular trading hour opening range gap unfilled around these areas. So yeah, that is what I'm looking to be filled today and tomorrow. We have also got news. So the reason I was long initially was the fact that I thought London to manipulate initially, take these longs, equal highs, equal highs, equal highs, and trap retail long as well, and then drop lower in the later half of the session. But I think because of the fact that it has a lot to cover, around 300 points, so they will just start the move from now, and then around the news driver, they will continue dropping it lower to those levels. Watching the stream from the start will give you a better understanding of what I'm actually doing these days. Also, placing some trades over crypto sometimes, and mainly taking it easy. But yeah, NQ is always the key. To just keep dropping lower. Today I started the stream, I think, before London office. No, I think it was around 2:05 Eastern Standard Time when I started the stream, but usually I think I will not be able to get this done before 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, because that's when I get back from work, and will try my best to get here as soon as I can. Because yeah, I have been taking these London setups these days and studying them. They are pretty consistent, and the news drivers and all of that do not really impact that much in these sessions. So why not just trade these? Yeah, take your time. I won't say it's a smart thing to do. What are you trading these days? So I'm waiting on Thursday. Just need to place trades on my 3 TPT evaluations. I've passed the profit target. Today was the third day. I've already got one trade placed on that, so nothing to be done there. And tomorrow as well. Tomorrow should be the last day to for the evaluation, day 5. So we'll be getting that done and should be having those accounts by Thursday. The goal is to build back all my funding because the last payout I had was start of October. So it's been more than it will almost be 2 months since my last payout next week. So just need to take it slow because I've been rushing and then I was making so consistent payouts, got into the rhythm of it and then blew everything. Need to build back everything. The goal is to milk these accounts, build buffer on 2 of these especially, around 10 to 15K, and then push these accounts. Took a shot in our way, which is playing out. Also, I have incorporated using news. By that I mean like reading the news, what is basically going on in the world. Because if I knew about the Nvidia's earning, uh, it would have been really beneficial for me. Easy, easy. Focus on your cities. You are in college right now. Maybe ask some of your friends to follow me, like you have been doing previously. Keeps on pushing in our direction. That is good to see. But the fact that we could not capitalize on that, it's not really nice. Just took the lunch sets, right? Yeah, got this new week opening app here. All right. Crypto is tanking, NQ is tanking, everything is tanking. So at 4 o'clock, we get the major stocks opening, which was pretty bearish, especially on Nvidia and Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, all of those traded downwards for the first three candles on the 15 minute. So that was the reason we saw this gap, not really gap, like downward movement filling out for us. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. So it opened here at 4 o'clock. Microsoft, Nvidia keeps on tanking. Apple, Amazon. um, yeah, I'd like to build a short position again here. He still needs to take lunch sell side from yesterday. Go to there. Very good reaction. This was the inefficiency that I was previously targeting, but it stopped me out and then ran inside of it. This time I'm expecting this to be inverted bearishly. I fit this side to retrace inside. Will be stopping me out. I can give it to him until $450. Yeah, that is all I can do to make it safe for myself, to manage risk effectively. That is what I'm practicing these days. Right, it's again. Looks like going to be stopped out again. Maybe looking to create inside this inefficiency and then trade lower. Alright, stopped out again. Not nice. Really bad execution since here, where it missed my target by a tick. I think that played with my psychology for the session. Have to break even on my hallway short as well. Just going to be sticking with these positions. Africa is perfect example on how you can be right about everything that the market is going to do and still end up not making any money or little money or end up frustrating yourself. So I went long here. It basically filled in all my targets and then I was supposed to wait. But what ended up happening is that I went in long for with two contracts. The first partial was filled here at the top of this, and the second partial was missed here by a few ticks, and then after once this partial was filled, I traded my stop here. So when it dropped lower, missed by another target and terminus for the trade by a tick, I traded my stop here and stopped me out. Then I went in long with two contracts with but much wider stop loss. I had placed one limit order on the file of that did not really got filled either, or TradingView did not reflect that, although it traded through that. It was quick, but I don't know what really happened there. Anyways, then it dropped lower, stopped me on the other contract, or on both contracts you guys can say, and then I went in long again, got stopped out, went in short because from here I knew just had to get this enough room to this first presenter fair anywhere of the London session, and yeah, it would have played out beautifully for me. Went in short again here, got stopped out. So yeah, perfect example of how things can go in your direction, but yet you won't really make anything out of it. And this is part of this business. Like, you need to get used to things like this and do not beat yourself a lot. This is the first presented fairly gap out of the London opening range, which is 1:30 to 2 o'clock. You can see it used it beautifully to run lower. The fact that we have 8:30 news driver and that we were trading inside London, that is what got me stick to my long buys here and open another long. But as soon as that was violated, I knew what it was going for. Those drawn liquidities were mentioned at the start of this live stream, and yeah, let's see when those will differ. Continuous to push higher. I'm looking at crypto markets as well, and all of the market seems to be aligning at this time. Nvidia is doing some retracement. Amazon is also making higher moves, while Apple, Microsoft are making lower moves. You're inside a macro. I'd like to take this shot. See how it reacts inside this busy. The fact that I used really tight stop loss was also problematic for today's session. Right. He still needs to trade inside this inefficiency, taking these highs. Switching to higher time frames is really important all the time. Sorry about that. I don't know if I'm live again. It got disconnected. Apologies for that. Just give me a second, I'll set this up again. So we were inside this position. I was referring to higher time frames. To be honest, it has traded to be 1 hour long liquidity that we were targeting, but there are a lot of inefficiencies and reference point for the algorithm from yesterday's regular trading hours. So I'll stick with this job. Alright, looking good up till now, but yes, it's fitting inside this. And we'll be having new hourly candle open 5 o'clock. Let's see if we are going to be filled on our target here. ES can still trade higher inside this inefficiency at the new hour candle. So 5 o'clock opens and trades higher, as it was mentioned just a few seconds ago. Let's see. And pushes lower from this. Fairly gap. Yeah, looks like it's going to trade higher first. Alright, good close, both on NQ and ES. Looking good up till now. Looking really nice, but won't suffocate my stop here. Put this volume imbalance, trades inside that, and respects it as premium array. Put the slab of that. Still 7 minutes left to this macro. Alright, nice move from this volume imbalance this time. ES is doing the same thing. And bounces off there. Referring that volume imbalance again on YouTube. Looks like using it the discounted rate this time. The lower volume imbalance. I do not want the bodies to close above it. Alright, I don't want to take any loss on this now. Let break even. Because of the fact that it can also easily trade as a retracement of this London range. But I would like to take the sell side first and then do that. And it's protecting my position here. big drop on Apple, and Nvidia continues to drop as well. Amazon is dropping as well, Microsoft as well. So I'm pretty confident that it should continue its downward move. But that's not mean that it cannot stop me here. Nor does that mean that I'm going to move my stop any further. Alright, closing inside these volume imbalances pretty bullishly. Closes above on yes. Yeah, looks like it's going to retrace inside this range, right? Yep, stops me out. In case like not today, not today. Which is fine. At least I know what it's trying to do. Alright, stops me out here. I'm going to close this session here. Not really a profitable one, but learned a lot. And I might join you guys in my latest stream. I'm also in a short position on Aave. Not really a scale. This is 15-minute. This is how it looks like. Targeting this low to be hit. So we'll catch up on this later and see you guys at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Until then, take care, stay safe. Thank you for watching.